a review for you guys. I have another one, and I just want to knock these reviews out today. Like, I'm trying to do at least 4 or 5 reviews today, because I know next week I probably won't have any time to do any reviews for you guys, so I'm trying to knock as many out as I can for today. So you'll see back-to-back reviews if you're watching either this video or the last one I just made. So yeah, let's get into it. First of all, I want to give out a little shout out to Radical Comics. Thank you so much for sending me a wonderful package of these great comics, these great graphic novels, these great stories, and these really kick-ass cover arts. I'm enjoying myself by reading all of them. I've read 3 so far, and I'm knocking out 2 for today, 2 reviews for today, and I'm really enjoying reading you guys' books. I like the quality, I like the story, I like the art, I like everything about the comics you guys produce. So thank you so much for sending me a lovely package. So let me get back to you guys. This comic is called Hotwire Deep Cut. This comic, this was the second one I've read throughout the whole big batch of comics that Radical Comics sent me. This one is a little bit more slow pacing than the Driver for the Dead graphic novel. Why? Because it's an introductory story of her. It tells us basically what happened to her, what's happening to her now, who she is, where she came from. It has somewhat action in it, but it's mostly an introductory into her story, her life, who she's working with, again, who she is. And let me get into the cover art real quick. The cover art, to me, it's a lot going on. It's not busy and it's not tacky, but I'm liking that you see the movement in this one. You see her kicking ass. Like, you see a lot of things going on with this comic cover. I'm liking the color theme. The color themes are really great. I'm liking the background. You see the moon and the clouds and the midst of the city here towards, like, it's kind of cropped too, and it's to an angle. I like that because you see it kind of like this. Because, like, I like that look because it looks more realistic. It looks like she is actually in midair kicking ass, and she's taking names too, and she's not stopping for anyone. And as you guys can see, here's like a little police tape right here, which is a dead giveaway that she is a cop. And this story does falls in a futuristic type of story theme, as you guys can already tell. Like, as you're looking at this comic cover, you can see that it's a futuristic type of story. So that's all I have to say for the cover art. I'm liking it, and they did a fantastic job putting it together as a whole. And the back, it just says Radical in the back. And it says their website here, radicalpublishing.com right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of backwards anyway, so sorry about that. Again, let me get into the story a little bit. I don't want to give it too much away because these comics in particular, I want you guys to really look for, because again, the story is so good. I mean, it's not all the time where you buy a comic, you see a nice cover like this, but when you open it up and start reading it, it's like, God, it's so boring, you know, like, damn, why is it so boring? But I don't want to trash, like, other comics I've read in the past, like Marvel and DC and Dark Horse, and I don't want to trash an Image. I love Image comics. It's just that sometimes that's what you find yourself buying. It's like you never know what you buy until you read it type of scenario. And it seems to happen to me a lot. It's only but a handful of comics that's in my collection that I would read more than once because the story's so damn good. But the other handful on this side, it's like, damn, the art's so good. It's like the art is so good, and the just pictures look nice, but the dialogue sucks. That's the other handful of comics in my collection, and this other side is good. I give that side a thumbs up, this side a thumbs down. But again, you comic book lovers out there know what I'm talking about. You always come across comics like that where you buy them and they look so freaking awesome in the store. You're reading the first page. I don't know if you guys do that. That's what I do. when I'm buying a comic, I literally read the first page, and that tells me right there and then if it's worth buying or not. I don't look at the cover anymore because I'm psyching myself out when I do that. Now I'm smart enough to go inside and read at least a couple of pages to see if it's worth buying or not. Just to save myself, the money and the time. But let me get into this Hotwire deep cut comic. The story is basically about her. Again, it's an introductory story. She's a cop. She is, I think she's a teenage girl. I'm guessing she looks like one. And it's about ghosts, blue light ghosts, like the new dead. It's just, in the front explains like, something happens where people are dying, but they don't know they're dead, and they come back as these creatures, these blue light ghost creatures, and they go around terrorizing the city. They go around like killing people, terrorizing people, haunting people, and that's where she comes in. She's a cop. She tries to stop all that, but in the midst of that, she gets herself hurt. She gets her arm and half her face burned off, and she goes and it sets in a futuristic type of setting. So of course she goes to a hospital and they grow her back. Like, this scene is really cool. Let me show you guys. She goes to the hospital and they grow her back a new arm and stuff because she's such a good cop, and they don't need her to be damaged, or because she's the best on the team, I guess. So this is the scene I was talking about where they grow her back a new arm. Really cool. But again, it's like, it just tells you why she wants to be a cop. What's her story? She was just this normal girl that had a boyfriend one day. Her boyfriend got in an accident, died. A blue light ghost killed him, and that's when she kind of learned that she's this intelligent girl and that she's wasting her time being a mix amongst the typical norm type of people. She wants to be different. She wants to change. She wants to make a difference. She wants to help people. So she takes this test. She wants to be a cop. So she's a cop now. And that's where she really feels that's what she's good at. But again, I could go deeper into the story, but I'll be giving it away a little. But it's a slow-paced type of read, but also it has a bit of action, not as much as the previous review I did for you guys, The Driver for the Dead. That has more action, but if you want to slow it down a bit and read something with a little bit more story than action, I highly suggest this story. And this is volume 1, so volume 2 is gonna be on a whole nother level. Volume 1 stories are always slow paced, but you'll rarely find one that's action everywhere. But I love this comic. I love the story. I love her character. I love everything about this one. This one's really good. I like that it's set in the future. I like futuristic comics. It's really fun to read. The art's really different to look at. So, and the color themes are like, it's funny, like I always view the future colors always being blue, grayish type of colors, and I don't know, that's the mood I'm feeling from this comic. So dead on, when I saw the color themes, I knew it was a futuristic type of story to it. But it's called Hotwire Deep Cut Volume 1, and this comic was $3.50, a little bit on the cheaper side than the previous book I was telling you guys about, because it's not as thick. It's kind of like a regular comic book amount of pages in it, and it's very durable. It's on glossy paper, not newsprint, and it's not as durable as the other one because it's kind of flimsy. It's a little bit on the flimsy side, but they always make such good durable comics. Thank you, Radical Comics, for this story. And I suggest you guys to pick this one up too. Really cool story. It's called Hotwire, again, Hotwire Deep Cut Volume 1. And I have a couple of toy reviews to do for you guys after these comic reviews. I'm trying to get knocked out. So stay tuned for that. And again, thank you guys for watching. And rate if you like, subscribe if you like, comment if you like. And until next time, guys.